Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we're going to talk about Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. I do apologize. Yesterday I missed. I did not upload anything yesterday. I guess that breaks my 50-something day streak. Anyway, we're back to talk about Thalia. Now, white weenie is incredibly easy to build. I mean, there are so many different commanders you can choose from, and I've probably done something similar. So I really kind of wanted to go with her theory here, her ability. She is 2 mana, so she's coming out fairly early. So her non-creature clause will affect the game pretty early. Now, granted, she's probably going to die pretty early too. But so I only have 2 non-creature spells in the entire deck because that's kind of where I wanted to go with it. One of them is because we are playing so heavy creatures, it just seemed like Oketra's Monument was something that we had to do. Even if she's out and I play, this is worth 4 or 5. I mean, in this deck, it's worth whatever amount of mana I had to pay for it. Because we have all but 2 are creatures. And the other one is her ability on a rock. Now, the Thorn also, here again, worth paying more for it, because if we can, so that's kind of what my very first path I went down was the Thalia ability. And of course we have the Wingmare that does it. We have Glow Rider that does it. So that's 4. Now granted, you're not drawing them all, but so I thought, what about creatures that just censored things that you played? So like Aven Mind Censor, we ain't got no search. Well, maybe a little, but I can't recall it right now. We'll see if we go through. Spirit of the Labyrinth, we ain't drawing a whole bunch of cards either. Arbiter, here again, I love that line, players can't search libraries. I wish that's where he stopped, but this is not so much a stopping the ability, it's just making the ability cost more. So their Demonic Tutor now costs 4. So the Grand Abolisher is, my turn is my turn, so you go on with your bad self. The Marble Titan makes big creatures not untap. This is more or less a walking crackdown. Loxodon Gatekeeper makes all their stuff come into play tapped. Hushwing Griff. I use a whole lot of ETB triggers, and I'm telling you what, I am thankful. Believe it or not, as many games as I've played since M15's come out, I've never come across this guy. Nobody has ever played this guy on me, and I'm sure it's in decks, it just hasn't been drawn. But I really like him. And then Spell-Tithe Enforcer. Sacker pay 1. Now, of course, I have like my team pumps. Of course, the Krovax. Krovax don't like them saplings or goblins. And Piana, because she has to attack. Now, then I thought, well, what about, because that was about it for my I don't know what to call it. What do they call it in Legacy? Taxes? Or, yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't really play that format. Although, we kind of do. So, I was like, well, let's do something with bolster. Let's do the decent bolster creatures, because that way they can do +1 shenanigans. Now, we are playing a whole lot of dudes, so I am playing with the sisters. Want to talk a little bit about Dust Elemental. I love this freaking card. 99% of the time when I play this card, I do not play it as a creature. This is going to save your best 2 creatures from dying in that Wrath or that random board wipe. As long as it ain't got split second, which not many do, Dust Elemental's going to save them. Well, obviously, and you have the 4 mana. It's got flash, so when you cast it, you're going to return it and 2 more creatures that you don't want to die to your hand. There are also a lot of enchantments that you can get rid of with this too. But I love Dust Elemental. It's, yeah, you know, so what? Sometimes you get a 6/6 Flying Fear, but Flying and Fear, really? Double evasion. Okay. Cloud Chaser is an ETB effect, so you got to watch how you play it with your Griff. So is the O-ring creatures. Now, Mentor the Meek, you're gonna draw some cards off of this guy. Windborn Muse is our Ghostly Prison that flies. It's cool how you spend 1 more mana than Ghostly Prison and you get a 2/3 flying body. Although it is easier to kill. I am running a Sarah Angel just cause. I mean, it's Sarah Angel, and why not? Revelark's going to bring back most of our dudes. Speaking of dudes, hey, let's look at the protection aspect. Now, Silver, I was so excited when this guy finally saw print because we had White Knight for years, and they finally went pro red with it, and they called it Silver Knight. What was that? Scourge. It was great. Beloved Chaplain just has pro dudes, so that's really, really cool. However, if I am not mistaken, that means we cannot do things. I'm not exactly, because this has never come up. Protection from creatures. I think that means you cannot bestow him. Because I'm not exactly, if you cast this card for its bestow card, it's an aura. It doesn't say instead of it's a creature, it just says it's an aura. So I'll have to look that up. If any of you guys know, let me know. Because, oh shit, that's going to come up quite a bit in this deck. Are these non-creature spells for Thalia's ability? I mean, when you bestow them, is it an enchantment creature aura archon or what? Yeah, I guess I should probably find that shit out before I do these videos. That'd be too much like a smart person, though. Anyway, Voice of All. I like that choosing the color stuff. Now, way back in '96, y'all remember Tom Shanfeng won the World Championship with a playset of White Knights, playset of Order of the White Shield, and a playset of Order of Lightbeer. Because that was back in the Black Summer, and everybody was playing black, and he was like, Anyway, love the fact that these are not bad late game cards, because when you've got a ton of mana, you know they kind of work. Dragonstalker has protection from the most popular creature type in our format. So, yeah, he's only a 3/3, but you know what? I will take it. It was so hard not to put, like, staple white cards. You know, there's no Path, there's no Armored Ascension, there's no... It was really, really hard. And we also got this guy now from the Snap. Now, Pro Red Shadow always seems good. Pro Red Life Gain. Pro Big Stuff. I like Pro Big Stuff. Pro Multicolor. You know what? I dare say that this is probably, our format here is probably the format where most multicolor spells get played. I don't. Hand of Honor. Man, we are hosing against the black, aren't we? And then Pro Color Choice. Now, I'm running the Audric because, you know, picking how it blocks seems really good. Speaking of Odric, you know, his Crusader, we are playing with a lot of dudes. The Gust Cloak Savior can save you from tricks, or it will save your dudes from tricks, or, you know, bad combat math. Purity. Spell or ability, that, I mean, Purity's not as great as some of the others of the Incarnation cycle, but I really do like it. White Dragon, because why not? And, you know, they can't cast spells, it's kind of their thing. I am playing with Steel Hellcat. It does kind of feel a little cheaty face, but this is removal. I mean, this is what we got for removal. Paying 0 to kill all tokens is always a big favorite of mine. Spirit of the Hearth, going to kind of protect you a little bit. We're going to get some soldiers, man. I mean, by the time that you're casting this guy, you're going to get a ton of soldiers. Now, it's all going to go away in the board wipe. That's coming. We all know it is. Eternal Dragon. Man, it's good early. It's good late. It's really good early because you get to recur it. Blazing Archon's going to protect you. Now, Rhea was the first high casting cost card I put in the deck, and I think this is the top of the curve. So, I really like Rhea. The ability to just get a dude back. Now, she does not have any kind of protection whatsoever, and a 9-mana creature with this ability does have a big target. Quarry Colossus. Now, number of planes you control when you cast a 7-drop is tantamount to getting rid of a creature. Soltari Visionary is our disenchant slot. Repeatable. I mean, Doomsayer. We're going to get more tokens. I'm running out of space in my box here. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. You don't randomly see a lot of morph decks, per se. I know my Ixodor is not, but Three-Seat Captain, Knight of the Metal Grain. Here we have another bestow creature. I got to find that out. We got a True Heart Duelist and Gold Mirror, our Soul Mana Ramp spell. But, you know, hey. Planar Guide. And Planar Guide is I have 2 creatures in here for when you just get behind. Because it doesn't matter how aggro or how many creatures you're pumping out. Somebody's going to get ahead of you. Either they're going to outdo you in dude math, or they're just going to outclass you with their dudes. So, this can buy you a turn. It kills all the tokens. So, but if you have to fire sale it, then the False Prophet is the way to go. Now, False Prophet does, it doesn't discourage board wipes because, you know, they're wiping the board anyway. But it does kind of, you know, he can get in there a lot when a lot of creatures can't, simply because when he dies, we all die. That is what I have got for today. As I said, I do apologize for not posting yesterday. I've been so busy. You know, it's draft weekend, and we've been drafting and sorting cards. Sorting cards. Let me show you what I've noticed here. Show you this. I sort by stack. You know, I've done put up a lot of these. You know, I've got these four colors left, but I don't know if the camera can pick this up or not. This is a stack of blue cards, but check this out. To get this nice and flush. You see that white line there? That is the weirdest thing. It's still black border cards, but It's like I mean, it's on all sides. And I do believe it's happening in every color. Although, I mean, you can see it right there. It's not as, evidently I don't have as many red cards from whatever printing that was. Right there it is from black. I don't know. Just thought it was weird. Oh, gosh. Boy, the green is super obvious. But when you fan it out, you really can't tell. It kind of makes me wonder if that was the first printing, if maybe those were the pre-release cards. I don't know. Um, didn't really notice it as I put everything else up, but and I love that they solved this problem too. I love the full arts. We all love the full arts. They're great. And some people like the old ones, but you know, hey, it's all good. Anyway, that's what I got. I'll shut up rambling now. I do appreciate you watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, it's time to shuffle and cut.